After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Carr's throw going to be taken in by Cole. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
What now?
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
A second down pass pulled over. It's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes in play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The Niners at 14-1 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready. Watch it, 6.
On play action, Lance.
Rolling to his left. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Deebo Samuel,
32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken it around the 40.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Lance now on 1st down.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Lance.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. plays. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Throwing now is Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 8 coming up.
To throw is Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Carr going to get this to Jacobs.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. The throw taken. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
On 1st down, Lance.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. Here's Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Oh, let's turn it up. Let's get right there and play it to the whistle. Here we go.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Lance to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
And I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone's talking about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
In motion goes the tight end. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake. Lance. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Lance looking to throw it. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Carr now to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they got this game well in hand.
So Carr exits on fourth down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Gold with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raiders offense ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down. Carr.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Down. Ultra. Opposite. Green.
McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Left, red. Strike.
Again, McCaffrey.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout.
It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
On play action, Lance.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history there was a college...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Carr now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Nick Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And down he'll go at the 25. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Carr to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. This is fielded at the 27. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And they're going to speed things up here. To throw again on second down.
Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 34. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. That's complete left side to Gray. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Gold for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today.